On a regular basis, we have a very elaborate security structure across the country, and we are in touch with all our colleagues across the country, and we are satisfied that the security sector is doing its best, and we are on top of things to ensure that the country remains secure and safe. But having said that, we have witnessed a prolonged electioneering period owing to the ruling by the Supreme Court on 1st of September 2017. We note with appreciation and commend Kenyans for remaining peaceful and patient throughout this process. In exercise of its cardinal responsibility of protecting life and property, the government wishes to reassure the public that it will do everything possible for the continuance of peace and tranquility in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the foremost responsibility of any government, and we take ours very seriously. And protecting the lives and the property of the people of Kenya is non-negotiable. Whereas the Constitution of Kenya under Article 37 provides that, and I quote, "Every person has a right to peacefully and unarmed assemble, demonstrate, picket, and present petition to public authorities," unquote. The enjoyment of these rights is not absolute and must not infringe on the rights of other Kenyans. In the recent past, however, we have noted with great concern the escalation of lawlessness, breach of peace and public order during demonstrations organized by NASA, manifested in Kisumu, Homa Bay, Migori, Siaya, and Nairobi. Through the attack on police stations, attack on police officers, occasioning grievous bodily harm, serious disruption of normal business activities, occasioning massive economic losses, assault on innocent civilians, destruction and looting of property, grave damage to public property and critical national infrastructure. We wish to remind Kenyans that the rights enshrined in the Constitution are operationalized through the Public Order Act, Cap 56 of the laws of Kenya, which provides, among other things, how public meetings and processions are regulated. Specifically, we wish to draw the attention of the public to Section 5 of the Public Order Act, which places very clear responsibility and obligations on those organizing such meetings and processions. Accordingly, it is the responsibility of the organizer to ensure that all participants remain peaceful and do not breach the rights of others. The organizers are required by law to notify the officer in charge of a police station in the area of the proposed demonstrations, including time, date, route, venue, and purpose of the procession. The police officer must issue a formal notification to the organizer, either allowing the demonstrations or providing reasons why not to allow. The law provides that the organizer shall be held personally liable, and I want to emphasize this. The organizers shall be held personally liable for any breach of law during the demonstrations. For example, on the 6th of October 2017, a Mr. Norman Magaya, allegedly the CEO of NASA, notified the Nairobi County Police Commander of the intention to hold peaceful demonstrations in Nairobi. And I've asked the police to circulate this notification to you. During that demonstration, serious cases of destruction of public property, looting, vandalizing of vehicles, and destruction of normal life were witnessed. Accordingly, I am calling upon all Kenyans whose property was destroyed or looted during the demonstrations to report to the OCS Nairobi Central Police Station to facilitate the legal action we intend to take against the said Mr. Magaya, the organizer of the demonstrations. And I wish to confirm to you that we shall prefer charges against the said Mr. Magaya, and we are waiting for the report on the damages caused so as to quantify the value of the claims. Following a meeting of the National Security Advisory Committee this morning, and in accordance with Section 5 of the Public Order Act, due to the clear, present, and imminent danger of breach of peace and public order as witnessed in recent demonstrations, the government notifies the public that, for the time being, we will not allow demonstrations within the central business districts of Nairobi, Mombasa, and Kisumu. The Inspector General of Police has been advised accordingly. Further, in accordance with Article 54 of the Constitution of Kenya and pursuant to the powers accorded to me by Section 22 of the Public Order Act, I will shortly be gazetting regulations that govern the conduct of public processions and demonstrations. Finally, let me take this opportunity to assure all the people of Kenya that the government has no intention whatsoever of clawing back on the fundamental rights and freedoms of our people. And it's important that you hear it from me. Peaceful demonstrations and picketing are allowed by our Constitution. It is your right as a citizen of this country to peacefully demonstrate, to peacefully picket. But there's a law and there's a framework within which that has got to be done. We cannot take advantage of that to destroy property and businesses of innocent people who are going about their innocent daily activities. Unless, and it's important I emphasize this, unless, for the leaders who are organizing this, unless it is your intention to destroy the property and the businesses of innocent people, unless it is your intention to hurt innocent people, unless it's your intention to shed blood, it is your responsibility to ensure that when you organize the demonstrations, you stick to the law as provided. Our responsibility will be to support and ensure that your peaceful demonstration, your peaceful picketing, and your peaceful expression is done without infringing on the rights of other people. But it's critical that people understand that we have a responsibility. Time has come for us to be honest with one another. Some of the things we are doing are hurting our country, and we cannot go on this way. I would like to call upon all the leaders and everyone involved that let us think about our country as we move forward on this matter. It is very sad to see some of the footage that we saw last night, people's cars being vandalized, people's innocent businesses being destroyed under the guise of peaceful demonstrations. On the same token, we shall not allow few Kenyans, while purportedly exercising their freedoms, to infringe on the rights of others. This we shall do without fear or favor, and we are determined to bequeath to the next generation of Kenya a society that is governed by constitutionalism and adherence to the rule of law. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we will do what the law requires us to do. and we will do so strictly within the law and ensure that we protect the lives and the people of Kenya. We will be the most irresponsible government if every day innocent people, grocery owners, small businesses in Nairobi are having very serious challenges. I have to confess to you, this morning at a meeting with the Kenya Private Sector Alliance, the business community in the country is concerned about some of the things we are doing. And so we will do what we are required to do by the law and according to the law. We will proceed, and we have advised the police accordingly. We will immediately proceed to prefer charges against all the people who have notified us on the demonstrations that have turned violent. And let us all go before a magistrate, and a decision will be made for us. That is how a rule of law government operates. Thank you.